What's cracking, Jack? You are in the jungle. Hey, I've got the best bet for both conference championship games this Sunday in the NFL. Let's put the women and children to bed and go looking for dinner. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the jungle. We're looking at both conference championship games for Sunday, and I'll give you the best side to play in both those games. But stick around to the very end of the video because I have a statistical edge for both games with both my picks that you can't miss. It applies to both of them. Hey, if you'd like to become a jungle member, I'd sure be obliged to have you on board. You can do that by going to silverbackjungle.com or texting free trial to the number on your screen and taking my free weekly trial offer for a test spin. As a member, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single day. You get access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you'd like my opinion on any other bet that you're considering placing. All right, we're starting in the AFC. So New England is -4.5 at Denver, the over-under 42.5. The big story, of course, in this game is Bo Nix, starting quarterback, being out for the Broncos. Now, Vegas was prepared to open this number at Denver -1.5 with Bo Nix. Doing my own work on the game, I had Denver -1 on a neutral field. I had Denver -2.5 at home. Now, in the old days, okay, and I grew up, my Uncle Vinny was a bookie in New York City. And back then, you would give 3 points to the home field. Now it's more, I give about 1.5. So I had my own work. I had the Broncos at home with Bo Nix -2.5. So there's essentially a 6.5 point swing, okay, between Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham. And to me, that's an overreaction. In my opinion, there's no way that this line should move a touchdown with this quarterback change. Allow me to make the case. Bo Nix has a league average passing success rate. Drake May's number 2. Matthew Stafford number 3. You get the point. My point is that other quarterbacks still alive are in the top tier. Nix isn't. So we're not really losing too much ground here at the quarterback position. And again, at the risk of redundancy, we're certainly not losing enough to justify a 6.5 point swing with the line move. Denver has the benefit, okay, of there being no tape for New England to study with Jarrett Stidham as the quarterback running this offense. And Stidham is one of the highest paid backups that there is in the NFL. He's a guy that other teams reached out to, and Sean Payton would not let him go. He's a guy that was drafted by the Patriots, okay, to succeed Tom Brady. Now let's take a look at statistically the difference with Nix and Stidham. So, and there is a big sample size with Stidham. He's been around for a couple years. Over his career, Bo Nix has a quarterback rating of 90. Stidham, a quarterback rating of 89. Again, very similar. Now, let's look at the Patriots side. I've been a critic of New England all season. They've had a very soft schedule, second easiest in the NFL. And Drake May has not looked good in the playoffs. I don't like what I've seen from Drake May in the playoffs. A quarterback rating of 68.7 in the wild card game against the Chargers. 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and he was sacked 5 times. And by the way, the Patriots' offensive line, Mongo overrated. Drake May has been sacked more than any quarterback in the NFL this season. How do you think they'll hold up against the Broncos team that had the most sacks in the NFL in 40 years? Last week against the Texans, Drake May turned the ball over 4 times. The only reason they won that game is C.J. Stroud for the Texans turned the ball over 35 times. I kid, but you get my point. There's a huge opportunity to take advantage of an inflated line with the home team. Take the Broncos plus the 4.5. Looking at the NFC Championship game in just a second. Guys, want to take a second to pay some bills here. MyBookie.ag is a sports book that's a sponsor of the show. Now, every bet that you make, you should price shop. If you don't, you're leaving money on the table. MyBookie.ag is legal in all 50 states. Every bet that you place, shop around. I'm not saying use them for every bet. Don't use them at all. But give them an opportunity to provide the best price with every bet that you take. Also, the reason I like them and incorporated them for the sponsorship. If you open a new account today at mybookie.ag using promo code SILVERBACK, your first bet is refunded up to $500. So now on to the NFC. Rams minus 2.5 at Seattle, over under 46.5. Now, there's a time that the Rams seemed to be the best team in the NFL, and I was on that train that the Rams will win the Super Bowl. They're the best team, but we can't handicap that team coming into this game. Over the last 5 or 6 games, the Rams defense that was once seeming elite has been leaking oil all over. They give up 38 points to Seattle, 34 to Detroit, 24 to the Falcons, and 31 to the Panthers. This Rams team is not the same Rams team that we've been assessing all season long. And this is now the 3rd playoff game on the road, okay? Beating the Panthers by just 3 on the road, right? Beating the Bears by 3 on the road. And frankly, they were lucky to win both of those games. And I asked the question, did the Rams win those games, or did the Panthers and Bears lose those games? Now they come to Seattle, the number 1 seed that's played just 1 playoff game, okay, not 2, and at home. And the team that's the number 3 scoring offense in the league and the number 1 scoring defense in the league laid the 2.5 points with the Seahawks. The improbability of a team winning 3 road playoff games and going to the Super Bowl is incredibly slim. Now, at the beginning of this video, I promised you a statistic that gives you an edge. I even was so bold as to put it on my thumbnail. And that statistic backs both of these plays. And here it is. Since 2014 in conference championship games, so the past 11 years, the home team is 18-4 straight up. The AFC home team is 9-2. And the NFC home team is 9-2. Take my capping and take that information and do with it what you wish. Thanks as always for the support and for allowing me to do what I love to do for a living. Hey, I want to hear from you in the comments section. What are your favorite player props for this weekend? I might just tail the one I like the most and give you a shout out in the Super Bowl video. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. Thank you for everything. I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.